Have you ever really wondered how a tattoo actually stays on you forever? I mean, it's basically thousands of tiny wounds, right? You'd think your body would just heal it all up and push that ink out. Well, the real reason your tattoo lasts a lifetime is this wild biological story, and we're about to get right under the skin to uncover it.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. It sounds completely backward, doesn't it? You get a tattoo because you want a permanent mark, but your body's defense system, it immediately declares war on it. And get this, that constant battle is the actual secret to why it stays. Okay, so to really get this, we've got to look at the tattooing process from your body's point of view because, to your immune system, this isn't some cool piece of art, it's a full-on attack. Yeah, every single one of those punctures from the needle, and we're talking thousands of times a minute, your body registers as a wound. It has no idea you're getting an awesome dragon design. All it knows is its protective barrier has been breached by something foreign, and it immediately triggers a full-blown emergency response. So it's basically this three-step invasion, right? First, the needle pushes past your epidermis. That's the outer layer of skin that's always shedding. Then it injects the ink into the second, much more stable layer called the dermis. And the second those foreign ink particles land in there, bam, the alarm bells go off and the immune system scrambles everyone. So, the alarm has been triggered. Now the immune system jumps into action. Your body sends in its first responders, and their mission is super simple. Find the invaders and get them out. And this response is incredibly fast. I mean, really efficient. These specialized cells just rush to the site of the injury and start doing damage control. They're not seeing beautiful colors. They see pools of ink as like contamination that has to be contained and destroyed right now. All right, and the real star of this whole cleanup crew is a type of white blood cell called a macrophage. Just think of them as your body's microscopic security guards. Their whole job, their entire reason for existing, is to find stuff that doesn't belong. We're talking bacteria, junk from dead cells, or, tattoo ink, and just swallow it whole. Okay, but here's where the story takes a really interesting turn. The macrophage, it's a total pro at its job, but it's about to come up against an enemy it just can't beat. This is where the unwinnable fight begins. So here's the crucial part, the big mismatch. A macrophage is designed to swallow an invader and then digest it with enzymes, right? But the thing is, the pigment particles in tattoo ink, they're just too big, and they're too chemically stable. So the macrophage, it successfully swallows the ink, no problem there, but it just can't break it down. It's literally like trying to digest a little rock. And this is the great irony of tattoos, isn't it? Since it can't destroy the ink, the macrophage just does the only thing it can do. It holds on to it. It traps the pigment inside itself. And because these cells are just hanging out in your dermis, they become these tiny, living capsules of color, locked right in place where we can see them. So the body's attempt to get rid of the tattoo is the very thing that makes it visible and permanent. How wild is that? But hold on a second. Immune cells don't live forever, right? So if the cell holding the ink dies, shouldn't the tattoo just fade away? Well, it turns out the body has a plan for that too, and it leads to this pretty remarkable lifelong cycle. So here's how your body keeps that tattoo going. Eventually, an old, ink-filled macrophage dies. When it does, it lets go of that pigment particle right back into your skin. But that ink isn't floating around for long. Oh no. A brand new, healthy macrophage nearby immediately spots it, thinks, hey, you don't belong here, and rushes in to swallow the exact same piece of ink. And this whole cycle, capture, release, recapture, it just happens over and over and over again for your entire life. So really, when you're looking at a tattoo, you're not just seeing ink that's stained your skin. What you're actually witnessing is this dynamic, nonstop biological process. It's this beautiful stalemate between the art you chose and your body's own immune system. And that's really the key takeaway here. Your tattoo isn't some static painting. It is a living image. It's being held in place by an army of your own immune cells, locked in a never-ending fight they can't possibly win. And in doing so, they're accidentally preserving the very art they're trying to destroy. So that design on your arm or your back or wherever, it's not just ink. It's really a testament to the relentless and kind of beautifully flawed work of your own body. So go ahead, take a look at your tattoo, and just think about that microscopic battle that's being waged right now to keep it there. Which one is your immune system fighting for you?